Hi everyone, this is Heather Lottenden from the Flourish.Academy. This is episode 216. I'm going to just give you a quick branding tip, but first let me say this. I love branding. I love to take my logo, my colors, everything that I put together and put it everywhere. Well, is that marketing or is that branding? Certainly there's more to branding than just your logo and your colors because it's about the look and the feel of you and your business. I had the pleasure this past weekend of meeting a few brand strategists. Oh my goodness, I attached myself to them and was asking a million questions and just soaking in everything that I could. Two in particular stand out in my mind, my new friend Stacy and my new friend Christy, both brand strategists. Oh, I loved it. And a couple of things that they said really jumped out at me. Hi Pammy, hi, I hope you're well. So one of them was, Christy said, you know, your brand is everything. It's all about the look and feel of your business, but it's how you speak, how you present yourself, how you dress, what you look like. So important because people will associate that with your brand. What does it feel like? What does it look like? Okay, so she said that. This is a separate conversation. Then I spoke with Stacy and we were talking about branding and how I had branded Weddings by Heather versus Flourish.Academy. Weddings by Heather is very fancy and feminine and pretty, you know, all of these things. And the Flourish.Academy has a little bit more of a professional look to it because that's what I was going for. And I was explaining all this and showing her some things. And naturally at this event that we were attending together, I was all dressed up as I usually am, part of my brand. And she says to me, she starts laughing and then she says, if you're Miss Fancy Pants, why don't you just own it and be Miss Fancy Pants? And she said it was so funny. And I looked at her and I thought, my goodness, it was like an epiphany. Yes, of course, I like to dress nicely and be fancy. It's just who I am. I really enjoy it. And sometimes I actually dial that down and I don't know why. It's stupid, which is why I'm all done up today. But I have jeans and boots on, so I'm this like casual fancy, right? So it's not like I'm wearing a ball gown, but I do like, look at me. I can't deny it. I just like pretty things and I like to get dressed up, and even if I'm not going anywhere, I will get all done up like this just to sit at my computer and do work because you send a message to your brain about, well, we can talk about that a different day. But anyway, special thanks to my new friend Stacy who told me if I'm Miss Fancy Pants, just go ahead and be Miss Fancy Pants. I guess the key message here is as you're developing your brand, number one, you have to really get clear on what it is by writing it down. But number two, probably even more importantly, is you have to be true to yourself. You cannot be someone you are not. So if you tried to put me in yoga pants and whatever people wear with yoga pants, hoodies, I don't know, it's just not who I am. It would kill me as a person. But conversely, if you take someone who dresses like that and try to put them in this, they wouldn't feel comfortable either. It does not matter. You just need to be true to who you are. And that will be conveyed in your dress and your brand, but they should match. What you don't want to have happen is that these two things become incongruent because that can cause cognitive dissonance from your viewer. So if they see you one way, like if you have a super fancy brand on your website and you show up in yoga pants and tennis shoes, then something doesn't fit. It gets really confusing. So I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, I don't have any plans yet. If there is some branding in the works for the Flourish.Academy that just kicks it up a notch in the fancy department, listen, it's just who I am and I can't apologize for it. Have a great day. I'll see you in the next video.